Okay, today we'll be discussing matter and what matter is. Matter is anything that takes up space, has mass, and inertia. Guaranteed short answer question test. Light is considered not to be matter, though scientists are working on experiments to make it matter. Beaker, air, is matter. You can weigh them. They take up space and they have inertia. Intensive and extensive properties. Intensive properties are independent upon the amount of matter. Color, luster, malleability, these properties do not change if the quantity changes. Malleability refers to being able to make things into sheets. The word ductility refers to being able to place it into wires. If you can remember that intensive properties are independent upon the amount of matter, you'll have no problem. Extensive properties are dependent upon the amount of matter. Length, mass, volume, etc. They all depend upon how much you have there. The quality changes when the quantity changes. Density. Density is the mass of substance per unit volume. Volume and mass are both extensive properties, though density is an intensive property. Water has a density of 1.0 grams per milliliter. You are expected to know that. We can find out what material we have because the density of the material can be identified. It is a property that we can use. Archimedes is credited with the idea of water displacement for determining the density of an unknown substance. And in case you've forgotten that, he screamed Eureka as he ran down the street. His goal was to find out if the crown that was given to the king was actually made of gold. And so when he went into the bathroom and actually sat down in the tub, he realized that when he went in, he displaced the same amount of water as his density, which is how as his volume, which is why we use that procedure when we have objects that are not regularly shaped objects. We use water displacement to find out how much volume they have. After he figured out the volume, he was able to figure out that the gold was not actually gold in the crown. You can determine what a substance is by its density. Density may be an intensive property, which is independent upon the amount of matter, but it can lead to the identifying of the substance. Okay, for example, if we want to calculate density, you have a gold ring that weighs 7.70 grams and has a volume of 0.388 milliliters. My formula that I'm going to use is D equals M over V, or density equals mass divided by volume. The mass is 7.70 grams. I put that in the top, and I divide by the 0.338 milliliters. When I perform the math operation, I get that it has density of 22.78 grams per milliliter. Okay, let's compare that back to water. Remember, water's density is 1.00 grams per milliliter. So when I place this ring in the water, it's going to sink because it has a greater density than water, which is 1.00. That's why the 1.00 is important. So does it have the same density as a piece of gold? Well, actually not, because it's actually greater than gold. Gold has a density of 19.3 grams per milliliter, and we can look that up and verify that. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.